sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, on just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, on just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.
Good morning. Good morning. I hope you all are having an excellent, excellent morning. I know that Jeremy Hales is having a great morning today. And if you know, you know. And we will be getting into that. I want to make sure that I welcome everyone. So first, it's coffee with the skipper, so let's get our coffee. And I'm starting a little bit late today because I was doing stuff this morning. I was very productive, and I've been sleeping in. You know, with the government shutdown, I still go onto the base, still do my job, but there's less for me to do, so I don't have to go in as early. Let's see who we got here. We got Nancy. Good morning. We got AVA, who was almost first. Native Pride. Tammy. Good morning. Good morning. Jessica Okie Fried, good morning. We got Paula. Hey, welcome, Paula. Good to see you. Who else we got here? We got Joan. Welcome, Joan. I said Nancy. All right. Who else? Who else? Oh, Robert Towers here. Good morning, Robert. Good to see you. Hope things are well for you. And Jem Baroque. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, all right, guys, we're starting off hot this morning. So for those who have not yet seen, Jeremy, he had posted a short this morning. Definitely go check it. Go give Jeremy the views. I'm not going to play it myself. I don't want to take away from what he's doing. Let me try to fix this. Why is this? Sorry, guys. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, I don't want to mess. I don't want to take any views away from Jeremy. It was posted in the ecosystem, and I'm going to read from it. But LIEnette, long and short of it, LIEnette has to pay sanctions. Has to pay sanctions. Okay, going here in the ecosystem. All right, this is based on the foregoing. It is hereby ordered and adjudged that plaintiff's motion for protective order is denied. Oh. Hold on. I'm see we got Coop here. Hey Coop.
Oh, look at there. Look at there. There's the mic. I snuck in on his ass.
I did not hear
Oh,
it beep at me. I gotta turn up my thing. I'm deaf. The military. Hey Trin, good to see you.
sorry I interrupted you. What were you reading now? That fabulous news we got today?
Yep. I know a lot of people have been impatient. I keep telling them, just wait. Just
I
wait.
know. I know.
But yeah, I've got it up here. It's for I got it was actually Megan Fox who put it up. And it says motion for protective order is denied. Defendants Jeremy Hells, Martha Risk, and Larry Foreman Esquire are entitled to sanctions, including reasonable attorney's fees and costs incurred in connection with the motion for protective order. Defendants' response in opposition and any related proceedings. The amount of attorney's fees and costs shall be determined at a subsequent hearing to be set by the court upon motion of defendants. Plaintiffs Michelle Preston shall appear for an audio-video deposition which shall occur on or before 31 October at the Levy County Courthouse. Failure to comply with this order may result in additional sanctions pursuant to Florida Rule of Civil Procedure 1.380, done and ordered in chambers in Levy County, Florida, the 7th day of October 2025. This morning. Boom.
I think it's hilarious. I absolutely love it. This is another loss that's going to financially cost somebody something somewhere.
Yep.
And it's just going to start adding up. And that's why I keep saying these fools need to get off the damn inner tubes.
Absolutely. Just the facts, ma'am. And we are
Hey.
now joined by Georgie.
But hey.
The trio of chaos is together at last.
It's I think it's insane that they just continue to give
Lose.
Jeremy more and more, and he is proving them wrong at every corner, every turn.
You know, and this shows, we got Teresa in here. Good morning. Which I want to say good morning to Paul and Darlene. And I'm just checking to see if I missed anyone else. Cynthia, welcome. It's funny because their strategy has been delay. And it's a failing strategy. Like, when you know how courts work, it's a failing strategy. If there's a motion made and as long as the lawyers say, hey, my motion is still pending, I need a ruling on that, there'll be a ruling.
Well, it helps that they finally have a judge in Levy County worth a damn that's actually doing his job and isn't taking no crap.
That's true as well.
Well, it's definitely no Judge Grudge.
That's for sure.
I mean, I just, they think they can just bury their head in the sand and this stuff will just all just go away. You know, I'd like to know who told her to do this at the last minute, send in that motion, and then don't show up for the deposition. There wasn't even a time for the judge to even rule on that motion that she sent in.
Oh yeah, and they're going to ask her under oath, what lawyer is helping you prepare stuff?
This past motion, I think it was the bankruptcy dude.
Jerome.
Yep. I think it was him because he's the only one that really doesn't know the whole story behind all of this. So the mistakes he made by calling John her husband.
See, I don't think it's him, and here's why. He seems to me like a straight up attorney, like a good dude, follows the rules.
From the toilet.
Hired him for this case, so he can't work on this case.
Well, isn't he he might be. I know he specializes in bankruptcy, but since he is a federal lawyer, he has those abilities. Can't he represent her in the rest of it?
No,
He would have to do. Wouldn't he have to put in for it like he did, like Bubbles did with the federal case?
he'd have to do a motion to appear as her legal
Right.
counsel.
Right, but could he though?
Yeah.
He could. That would require a new contract, and whatever contract, generally that's a retainer, and then an agreement as to billable hours, how much she'll spend for that. So yeah, they'd have to do all that.
Well, according to them, they handed him $6,000, so that should be a good start for him to take on all of it.
And this is just the first. We haven't gotten to Ohio.
Nope.
The federal court's going to be on pause as long as the shutdown is going, and that is the Democrats didn't add by, so that's telling me that's going to be a whole week of this whole week that the government's going to be shut down. So I'm not expecting it back open until next week. So that means another week of just delays on that. But that feeds right into Jeremy's hands, because he'll be able to get this deposition. He'll likely, like, if he wants to push it, he could probably push for other depositions in this case.
Well, I haven't seen anything put back on the docket yet for the bankruptcy stuff. And that's probably not going to happen overnight. Like you said, we got at least another week, right?
Well, no, the bankruptcy is on pause for.
I mean, as far as the government shutdown.
Yeah, government's going to be shut down. I'm predicting another week.
Okay, so we got a week for that. And then you turn around and the courts, if they reschedule the bankruptcy hearing, that's what, another week or two?
From my understanding, means the hearing was canceled altogether, and the judge said that she's going to rule on the documents that are on the docket. There isn't going to be another hearing.
Okay. All right. So
I don't think that's much of a win for LIEnette.
Well, my question to Mikey is since the judge is going to do that, even though the courts are shut down, is everything back in a stay again?
It's not a stay. It's an administrative pause. They just don't have the people there. Like I would imagine that a lot of the clerks and whatnot are deemed non-essential, so they're not at work. They've been.
Well, what I'm getting at is, okay, the judge is going to make a ruling. All right. Right now, it's not in a stay because there's not been any ruling.
Right
but if
now,
the judge comes in and makes a ruling on, say, okay, we're going to let the proceedings for the bankruptcy, move forward, then it puts everything on stay, right?
Not necessarily, because the judge has to rule that case is reopened.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's not reopened until the judge says it is. So right now, it's not a stay. It's technically closed.
Right.
She has a motion before the court, but again, with everything else, these judges can take as long as they want on that motion.
That's what I'm getting at. If the judge rules and says, look, we're going to move forward with this
and reinstate the case,
reinstate it, then it'll be back on stay for all the other stuff, right?
If it were to happen during the government shutdown, most likely, yes.
Okay. Because we got what? Till the 29th when the deposition is scheduled again?
No.
The judge said on or before October 31st.
That's for the deposition, but for the bankruptcy case, it's right now canceled with they didn't set a date. They said, it will be reset on the calendar.
And there was 2 deadlines missed on the bankruptcy yesterday as well.
So really?
I discovered that yesterday when I was trying to debunk Lisa trying to claim it was reinstated. There was a financial management class she was supposed to do, and he was supposed to put in a document for what was that called? Hold on.
See, now
find my screenshot.
The delay with the shutdown is helping her with the class. Good morning, Marta.
Deadline for objecting to discharge was due yesterday.
Yeah, but they'll probably waive that due to the shutdown.
Oh, Skipper's got his little automatic follow me thing going on.
Oh yeah, I turned that on.
Yeah, you went to move and it panned to the bed and then it come back and I'm like, okay now.
Yeah, it's actually not it's the software. I'm using NVIDIA because I got a NVIDIA graphics card, and the software comes free if you have the graphics card. So I downloaded it, and yeah, so it's got the tracking software. It's kind of like the Logitech software that you use.
Oh, well, I don't, as far as I know, I don't have the automatic tracking with mine. But anyway, what was I going to say? It looks cool though. We're not echoing at all. You're crystal clear. So yeah, whatever you're doing over there, you got it nailed down now. Now that could be dangerous. It just panned down on your lap.
Well, I mean, it's only dangerous if I'm playing with grenades. Hey, Gary.
But no, it's hilarious watching those guys on that side of the fence when it comes to this stuff. Jeremy's literally got a ruling that she has to pay again. I mean, like, we know she's not going to pay for anything, but can this judge literally put her in contempt if she doesn't make an effort to pay? Because I mean, this ain't Ohio. This is right here in her own backyard.
Yes, he can. 100% he can. And there are limits to what the judge can do if she doesn't pay. Like, I think he can only do like 180 days in jail. I could be wrong on this.
I was just about to ask if she would get hit with an FTP.
She could get hit with that. There's also limits as to how much money he can. It's probably like 10 grand or something, which is the limit that he could charge her. But the whole thing about it is we know she can't pay, and she's going to have to do a new GoFundMe.
Just her getting sentenced to 1 week in jail is going to just literally annihilate those guys.
She would be smart, and Jeremy alluded to this. She would be smart to say all this was done by Bruce. Like, he was acting as my attorney, told me to do this, prepared these documents. Her just straight throwing him under the bus. It would behoove her at this point. Will they do it? I don't know.
Yeah, but ignorance of the law doesn't get you a free pass. I mean, sure. I understand where you're coming from, but she's still, at the end of the day, her name is assigned to all this. Even though Bubbles is the one that created all of it, she's still the main person. She's the defendant. Well, she was the plaintiff. Now she's the defendant.
Yeah. And it just shows you how bad Bubbles' strategy was.
I don't, I mean, I understand the stall tactics, but yeah, it follows you, Mike. I understand the stalling stuff of it to a point, but man, all this other, the thumbnail case and the trespass 5 case were just ludicrous right from the start, I believe. Frivolous, yeah.
Now, there is one thing that's happened in the last 12 hours. Something the Fleas said has everybody posting bananas. Was she upset over the dancing banana emoji? Is that what it came? Because that's what I was kind of taking from, but I'm not 100%. So someone in the comments let me know.
Oh, it's been going on for a couple days.
It's something to do with Rumble. Somebody did something or something, and she, from what I can understand, it's like somebody used the dancing banana, and she's accusing them of stealing it from her. I don't understand it. It's something to do with Rumble.
I don't think she'll do an 8-hour depot. She'll have no one to watch her daughter, or she doesn't have a choice. It'll be do the depo, or that's where if she avoids the deposition, without a doubt, she'll go to jail.
Could it be a default against her if she doesn't do the depo?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It'll be a default contempt of court.
And see, with this being like right there in Levy County, she can't run from that.
Here's the thing about a default, though. It won't be done unless Randy asks for it. And if she sneaks out of the depot, I don't think he's going to apply for it. They want to get her on the record and ask her about Bruce and a lot of these others.
Oh, most definitely. Huh.
Robert, right? Right? You do realize she could do a complaint. Like, she can go into the court, say, I'm throwing myself at the mercy of the court. My lawyer talked me into all this. He did all this stuff outside of the court's purview. Please don't, fine me. Don't send me to jail, all that stuff. And then she could get Bruce. Held in contempt and all that. And then she could turn around and make a bar complaint against him. And Bruce could lose his license for it's not just fraud upon the court. There's a couple other things. Oh, Jeremy's in here. He says correct. Yep.
Right on, right on. Good morning, young man.
Congratulations on the new baby.
Yes. Lots of wins are piling up. We had the Grangers. Now we have Jeremy and DUI guy. And it's not going to stop.
Oh, something happened with Larry's case?
Larry is a defendant in this.
The thumbnail case.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the other case that Bubbles has brought against Larry. I haven't been.
Case.
Yeah, there's not much of that been going on right now, so we haven't really got a chance to listen to it. But
I've got that one, and I've got the Stuttering John case. I'm going to be following those two because they are just the dumbest cases.
This one against Larry that he's taking out, I got a feeling once Larry puts in his motion to debunk this whole thing, it's going to take a whole different direction. I see Larry coming in, rolling in hot, just like Randy. Okay, you said this. Lie. Just proving everything.
Yeah, if I were Bubbles, I'd be very, very worried at this point. Very worried.
I do not watch his videos because they are not fun. They're not fun.
So what is this about Lisa threatening Mikey? I missed this last night, apparently.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mikey's gonna pay and she can't wait. What he's gonna pay, I don't have any idea. I don't see. That's what's weird is last night on Stacy, they decided they were not gonna talk about any of the drama stuff. Okay.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Good morning, Tracy.
And Stacy said flat out, we'll just not talk about any of this stuff. And then Lisa went silent. She went quiet for the longest time.
Silent treatment.
Yeah, she went quiet. Well, then this morning when I got up, I went looking, and sure as shit, she comes back to talking and right into all of the drama. Exactly what Stacy did not want to talk about, wanted to keep it off. Here she goes, and she was typical fashion. Jeremy's evil. We're all evil. Mike is going to pay, and she can't wait till he pays. It's going to be so funny. And I don't even understand over what. What are you going to pay for?
Your puppets?
Playing with
paid
puppets?
For those.
That woman meets a new friend every morning when she looks in the mirror. She is not playing with the full deck.
No, she's insane.
Yeah. They're getting mad over bananas.
I'm still not clear about what that's all over, but it's got something to do with Rumble.
She hates that damn emoji, the dancing banana on Rumble.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, she hates that emoji. And somehow we've all become the cult of the banana. I don't know, but I encourage because I know you pair your Rumble every morning when you host.
Yeah.
Those of you that follow Koopy on Rumble.
Banana the hell out of it.
Yes.
Banana everybody's streams. That's what I'm saying.
I want all the bananas.
Right.
just because it
Uh,
triggers her.
These people are insane. Just about the time you think that things are going to just calm down and she's going to actually start doing what a defendant should do, which is keep her trap shut, that don't last but about 2.5 seconds.
Oh my God.
So that happened, but there was one other thing that happened.
What's that?
Cook coming after our little Georgie.
Oh, yeah.
Let him say what he wants. He should be worried about his own ex that's balding over there. And the ex he keeps in a bottle in the shed.
Hey,
Don't
Darren.
need to worry about mine.
Well, what's funny is this is what John does. He doesn't go after men, he goes after women because he knows if he were to push a guy too far, he's gonna get an ass whooping. It's gonna happen.
Mikey, he already pushed Travis, and Travis stood up to his ass, and he couldn't get in that Jeep fast enough.
Oh my God, that video, I'll never forget it.
The dude is a straight up coward. And you see that with so many, him, Deuce, there's a couple of them, they focus on the women. And it's because, they're wimps. They are wimps.
Huh.
And yes,
But,
most of these women they come after would probably also whoop their ass like they're men.
I
Travis is one of the nicest guys I've ever met face to face. Okay. He is just as down to earth as it comes. And for him, just listening to him, okay, well, I'm right here, John. Let's talk about this. And for him to go there, I'm like, that's not the same Travis, but that's how far these people pushed Travis. And Travis is a nice guy.
Vet, Marta, good morning.
Mom said good morning, boys.
And
good morning.
People like Travis, they're very happy people.
I just like to smile. Smiling's my favorite.
Right.
There's another short.
Oh.
Hold on.
Another what?
Jeremy released another short. I just finished watching the one about thumbnail case. Hold on.
That's awesome.
If he doesn't care.
Everyone make sure you do watch it. Give Jeremy the views because that pisses them off.
Right.
No, the only one he has is where she has to pay.
Maybe that's
somebody said that might be, yeah.
Screenshot.
Well, Jeremy's listening. Jeremy, did you drop another short or just the one this morning?
I have it right here. It's just the one.
Just the one.
Yeah. Okay. That was a good one, though. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
It's quite great waking up to good news.
It's hilarious that Lisa keeps saying how much Jeremy's losing, and now how many lawsuits has she been found guilty in so far? We got the protection order, we got 2 contempts, we got the Grangers, and now when she didn't show up for a depot, she's got another judgment against her.
And as for your case, don't you worry. I've argued in front of every judge in the state, often as a lawyer.
It's absolutely insane. It's going to all add up. It's going to come back to bite every one of them in the butt. I got a feeling.
Yep,
just
one short.
All right.
Morning. So everyone, make sure you check that out.
Yeah, it's well worth your time going and checking out, guys.
I knew something because Tug posted something, and I was like, "Oh, it's coming, and I knew it was going to be the Florida case because that case is not restrained. That judge moves pretty efficiently, and then I wouldn't even be surprised. Well, the Ohio judge moves a bit slower, but that's Ohio courts, so that one will probably take a while.
I'm excited to hear his news on that hearing.
Yeah, my frustrations with Ohio court, I've come to terms with decades ago. Ohio court, it's so weird how some of these states, they just have court that, like some have it where it's very structured. I'll say California is very structured, but Ohio court is very willy-nilly. And I used to get so frustrated when I would be like writing about a case for my journalism classes, and they would just do these delays and not put things out. And it was like, well, what is this going? That's why I learned when you're covering court cases, get to know the bailiffs, get to know the court clerks, bring them in cupcakes and stuff like that, because Then they'll keep you in the loop. Ooh, we have a super chat from Double Karma. Thank you for the 5. Fleabag thinks dancing banana is code for something, starting by Kathy Crystal, I believe. That is so funny.
I like money.
Wow.
Thank you.
By
thank
the
you,
way,
thank you.
everybody in chat, I just posted the link for Jeremy's short that he released this morning. If you're interested, go watch it.
Let me
It's
pin that.
definitely worth watching. Huh?
I'm going to pin that.
There you go.
There we go.
We'll also put it in ours when we go live here in about 15
Since
minutes, 20
Jeremy's
minutes.
here, can we have permission to show your short on our show in a little bit?
No. I'm not going to do that. No.
No.
Yeah, I would
no.
much rather people give him the views.
Right. I'd rather them click the link and go watch it, let him get the views. You got to remember, he's fighting these crazy nutbags, and he's spent, over 400K. He
And if
needs
they don't
them
wanna-
views.
If they don't want to miss something here, we will end this before you guys start yours. So there'll be time in between the shows to watch it.
Right. They'll be able to watch it.
Which, from what I understand, Megan is live right now, but I think she's talking about another case.
Yeah, she's talking about, I think, Laura Owens or somebody else she's been covering here lately.
I am so mad I came into that case late. I love covering these cases. I do.
Oh my God. Did you watch Rosalind's video where they had body cam footage going and pick up Laura Owens?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
wait,
dude.
where she crashes out and loses her mind?
She's a nutbag. She's an absolute nutbag. I'm telling you, you got to watch Rosalind's video on that.
She is LIEnette if she were younger and had money.
Yeah. I mean, she was freaking out, running around the house like a crazy person. My dad. You got your mother sitting right there that can help your dad. You're hurting me. They're holding you with your hand. I mean, it was crazy. Anyhow.
So I just want to make it clear. I'm not telling people to go into Lisa's chat and give the dancing banana emoji. I'm saying do it to everybody. Do it to Doug. Do it to Megan.
Well, there you go, Georgie.
Huh.
Jeremy gave you permission.
Oh, thank you. Even though the boys told me no.
Well, it's ultimately Jeremy's call. I just would rather him get the views on it. But, most of our people are diehard Jeremy Hells fans, so they've probably already seen it, already given him the views on it anyway. So, but
Jam, that's a great idea.
Now we got Mikey up there with his head half cut off.
But Lacey's showing quite beautifully this morning. She needs some air, Mikey.
Yeah. I repositioned her yesterday. I need to give her more air. I'll tell you what she needs is I need to get her some shorts. I got to go to like the kids section because she doesn't wear adult shorts. Should I give her a diaper?
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Well, she's got a little too much hair. You need to figure out how to black out some of that hair.
We'll give her a dye job like LIEnette got.
Yeah, there you go.
I think just because it triggers Lisa, you should bring out her puppet this morning.
That evil man, Mike, he's got a blow-up doll that's sitting right behind him. He plays with puppets.
People lose their minds over the blow-up doll, but don't say anything about the mannequins that Jeremy has. What's the difference?
Oh my goodness.
Emojis.
There's Lisa.
This is not fair. Everything is not fair. This judge doesn't know what's going on.
So, Lisa, have you gotten your legal degree yet?
He's fighting with his camera.
I know, he's driving him nuts.
It won't keep up with it.
I probably haven't zoomed in too much, to be honest.
Yeah, your head's extra shiny this morning.
I do have another episode of the Harley Gray show filmed. I have not finished editing it yet.
let's just trigger that side even more. See, they don't like it when I call Megan Mama Fox. They don't like the dancing bananas. They don't like your puppets. Just
Wait.
my pure existence pisses them off. They don't like Koopy's dipping.
People are putting banana emojis.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, you know who they should send a banana emojis to is Stu. Stu
I kind of
loves
feel a little
eggplant.
jealous. Stu didn't make it to the ecosystem. He's over in somebody else's group. I do kind of miss his sarcasm a little.
Yeah, I don't. But we did get Terry Kangaroo over in the ecosystem.
We got
look, it's money.
money.
Oh my God, Coop, talk about the video. Speaking of the Muppets, the video she made of all of us.
I'm still trying to figure out who you and I are in that. I don't think we are, but you can definitely tell Jeremy. You can definitely tell Tug. You can tell Megan. And it looks like Larry Foreman. That was on last night's too. Did you see that, Skipper?
No, I didn't.
You're Big Bird because of your chickens. You're Big Bird. I think I Miss Piggy.
I don't have any idea. Those people are loons. I don't get their. But hey, you know, like I said before, I don't want her gone. I mean, as long as she's out there doing stupid shit, it not only helps Jeremy Hells, it gives us, you know, debunking time. We get to talk about them, debunk them all day, every day. There you go.
Woo! Yeah. Look at all the bananas in the chat.
It's a banana celebration for Jeremy's win.
Yes.
There you go. There you go.
And I think this is the one that really bothers her. This one right here. I think that's the one that Rumble uses.
Yeah.
We got people watching on Rumble. Send us banana chat on there. Banana gift.
Mom coming out with the money emojis.
Wow, that one looks good. The money emojis.
Laura.
Hey, Laura. Every time.
Well, boys and girls, I got 4 minutes, so I've got to head.
Got to go set up.
You got to do a little wiggle before we start.
Yep, a little wiggle, a little wiggle, a little wiggle. Yeah, we did a chicken dance. The chicken dance. Yes. Chicken dance.
Coopy's dancing, guys. Get those bananas in.
But yeah, I'm already set up. I just got to head on over and, you know, start cracking the whip on Georgie here shortly.
Man.
Once you get it set up, I will do a redirect, even though we're not going to be like 1 for 1.
I'm set up. It's just we got to get over there and go live because we got 4 minutes. But thank you for having us on this morning. I'm sorry it's such a short time, but
no, thank you for coming. I appreciate you guys being here as always.
Are you slaving today or are you at home?
I will be going on to base. When, I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I'm still working because contracts are still getting paid, but it's a waste of my time to be there all day.
Well, pop on with us if you got time.
I could probably do that.
All right. If you want, you know, I'll send the link. You can pop on with us. I don't mind. You'll have to schmooze old Georgie over and make sure it's okay with her.
I was literally about to say, come join us.
All right. Well, I'm heading out. Chat, it's been wonderful. Mike, thanks for having me on. We'll continue this discussion. So, boys and girls.
Emojis on Rumble. Thank you so much, Pickles. That is awesome. I love it. You know,
I'm going to head on out. Y'all have a good one.
Skipper needs a sombrero and maracas. I agree with that. See, now I got to find you a sombrero and some maracas and send them to you.
I'm looking here. I am not seeing. Oh,
Coop is hosting today.
It is. Here we go. Okay, got it now. So now I got the redirect set up. So as soon as I end this, it'll send you guys over to Georgie and Coops, and I will be over there at least in the chat. Don't know if. Well, no, you said you guys wanted me on, didn't you?
Yes,
Okay.
always. You always break me, so of course.
I had so much fun the other day.
Oh my God, we had a blast
Cletus,
Friday.
Cletus, she's about to say, "Don't let someone steal your lot."
You totally effed up my ending there, and I was like, I quit. Bye. All right, I will head over here with Koopy before he starts whipping me.
All right, all
I'll-
right.
I will see you over there.
I'll do a quick wrap up here. I'm gonna look and see, is there anything? Oh, ooh, LIEnette has a post. Let's read that before we head over there. So apparently this is new for this morning. Here, I'll turn it off here and I'll put it up. So this was posted in our group, the ecosystem. Do you know how stupid all of this is? John Cook had an appointment set up. He is my ex-husband. He exists. Okay, no one ever denied any of that. There I am. Okay. He is real, unlike what it says that he is not real and doesn't exist, a lie of perjury. No, what they said was he wasn't your husband. And that I didn't go to the hospital 2 years ago when my mother coded and was revived and resuscitated, that I lied about that and said my mother died when she didn't. That is not what I said. My mother died and was revived. Okay, well, again, we haven't seen any proof of that. My mother absolutely died. They shocked her, they revived her, and they intubated her. My mother coded and died. Shockett is a liar, in my opinion. Ooh, you're gonna publicly defame the attorney in your case. Not a smart thing to do. Not a smart thing to do. I'm sure Jeremy has a screenshot of this, but people take a screenshot just to make sure that we keep this archived, because here she is bashing the opposing attorney. I even provided a letter from the hospital saying I was there because my mother was in critical condition. My sister called and told me to get there ASAP. Thank God my mother lived. No lies were told to any judges. No lies were told by us at all. The motion was written, and the X in front of ex-husband was forgotten. Well, you have to be correct in your filings for the court. You have to ensure that's not on the court. That's on you, lady. It was a simple mistake that anyone can make, but it happened multiple times in that document. Anyone can make. They didn't win anything that they deserve, because what you get when you perjure, PURGER, and you lie is not a win. How sad that these people believe this crap. Yeah, she's bashing Randy in that. Not a smart thing to do. Like, have any of these people, like, we're 2 years into court. Like, I can understand if you don't understand how court works, but 2 years in, you should start figuring this shit out.
It makes me upset. It triggers me.
Oh my god. This is crazy. This lady is batshit insane. She is nuttier than squirrel shit. You can't make public statements about professionals like that. Absolutely, Debbie. You are 100% correct. We still have 20 minutes till Georgie's show. Always late. Well, I'll keep us here for a few minutes. I will. In fact, I'll probably pull up their thing and just monitor it until they go live. Because the other thing is, they do their their intro too. So I've got it up. Once they go live, I'll end this. We'll head over there. But we got a few minutes. Send it to Tug and Jeremy. Well, it's in the ecosystem. So we'll hopefully they don't delete it. I'll screenshot it later. We don't have to send it to Tug and Jeremy. I am sure they are. I'm sure they have a screenshot of it. I'm pretty sure. So don't bombard them with emails. That's what Jeremy was alluding to the other day. Something happens, everybody emails him. He knows. Just what I would do is go to their Facebook pages or like Jeremy has Instagram and just ask him a question in the comments. Be like, hey, do you have this? And post it there. There you go. So that way it's not as intrusive to him. That's how I appreciate it. Like when people DM me on Facebook, I appreciate it there and then. Like, oh my God, she is an idiot. Just continuing to do the dumbest shit every single time. It's like, you can't do that. I don't know. You think they would.
No, I'm simply saying that life finds a way.
Stop breaking the law, asshole!
I pushed the wrong button the first time. They're right next to each other. I love my buttons. But yeah, like we can't. And I'm sure here's what the fleas are going to do. They're going to say this is not true. Then they'll say this is actually a win for her. Because she wants to give her deposition. I'm sure they're going to say something like that, even though she's dodged it every second she could. Set in motion for not showing up, saying she was married to John. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was clear deceit upon the court. The judge sees it. The judge is seeing it, which is so stupid by them. That, like, of course the judge is going to see that. Like playing these games. Oh, we left out X. Really? Multiple times in that filing? Multiple times. Like if it said husband once, okay. But see, now because she dodged her deposition, because she's filing all this stuff, she is pissed off the judge. You can tell that, like the judge is like, okay, this is a litigant that I have to bring into control because she is not respecting the judge's power, his ability to control. So yeah, this judge is going to keep doing this until she falls in line. And she's dumb enough. What do you guys think? She'll dodge the next deposition? I think she's dumb enough to. Like she'll try something. That's what that side, this has been their playbook. Delay. I think they're going to keep doing that. And I think it's stupid.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit amphetamines.
So we will see. We will see what she has planned. I can't believe they're that dumb. I cannot believe it. It's the Ohio court is frustrating me. I understand your guys' frustration with it. I understand your frustration with the federal judge, but federal court always takes long. It really does. This is nothing new to this case. I've seen so many cases, and I follow Second Amendment cases, which there's some big ones coming on that. The Supreme Court's they just agreed to take one up that is what's known as an interlocutory appeal. That means the case is in the appeals court. It's either in the appeals or district. I think it's in the appeals. It's a case out of Hawaii. Interlocutory means the case is ongoing, and the Supreme Court is like, yeah, we'll listen to your appeal. That is very rare, and that's why I say, like, could there be appeals in the federal case? Absolutely. And I know you guys are frustrated with Bartholio, but he's trying to keep this to where it doesn't get appealed. Judges hate getting overturned on appeal because then they have to come back and redo all the stuff. And now they get, normally when there is appeal and it gets granted, it's what they call GVR. Granted, vacated, and remanded, meaning they send it back, They vacate what they said, and they're remanding this judge to now they have to redo the case, but now they have limitations put on them. So the judges get very frustrated with those limitations, and that's why uh, they could do that. And doing an interlocutory appeal where you're appealing while the case is going on generally is not a good thing, especially if you're talking the Supreme Court, because Supreme Court normally will be like, yeah, no, we're not doing it. In the gun case, I'm finding they're like, oh yeah, we're going to take this. So it's like, oh, the Supreme Court really wants to take a bite of that apple. So that's a big deal. But in this case, it's kind of like Betholio, everyone's like, well, he needs to hold Bubbles responsible. He can't. It has to go to the federal judge. He's just a federal magistrate, meaning there are some powers he doesn't have, and the federal judge does oversee the case. And the appeals court, like, they could appeal just a ruling where the judge says, no, I'm not going to let you do this. And Randy or whoever LIEnette gets as the attorney for that case, they could take it to the appeals court. It's very expensive to go to the appeals court because now you have to pay additional court costs and stuff. It's not cheap at all. And you know, then it's a question of, will the appeals court take it? Because the appeals court can look at it and say, it's still going on. No, denied. And now you've lost out on those court filing fees. They could take it. The appeals court is more likely to take on an interlocutory appeal uh, because they understand, hey, this is an important enough question on this motion that it could affect the trial, and it could also actually cause damages. So yeah, we will take this motion up, and you see that with a lot of Trump's cases. The big one is the one of the National Guard in California case. They did it, the judge made a ruling, a ruling on a motion. They did not quash the case, but they said no, said we're going to do an injunction. That went all the way up to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court was like, yeah, no, we're not going to, this injunction actually didn't, that one didn't go to the Supreme Court, went to the Ninth Circuit. Ninth Circuit said, no, this injunction is bullshit. Sent it back down to the judge, who was actually a brother of Judge uh, former Supreme Court Justice David Souter, his little brother. And Souter is, he retired and then he passed away. But yeah, that case, that was an interlocutory appeal. That's where you see him a lot, is with injunctions, where a judge will issue an injunction and say, okay, this side, you can't do these things. They appeal. And that's where you see them quite a bit. With injunctions, it's kind of considered, it's almost considered a ruling. It's a ruling on a motion, but it's almost considered final because, like, as an example, if LIEnette were to do a motion and say Jeremy shouldn't talk about me, that would be an injunction to where, okay, now he's got essentially a gag order on him, and then while the case is going on, Jeremy could appeal that and say, this is causing me damage. I've lost my First Amendment right. And I could see, if that were to play out, I could see the appeals court saying, "Yep, we're gonna take on this case," and then they'll make a ruling. And generally, they don't like gag orders. Gag orders have to be very limited in scope and time. And that was the problem with me. I had essentially a gag order put on me for almost a year. And when we went to court, the judge was not happy when they were saying they still weren't ready for trial after a year. Like, the judge was like, okay, he was like, if either of you keep pursuing this, I am going to rule. I don't want, like, this is holding things up in this case. And their attorney came to mind and said, we'll drop everything if you drop everything. And I was perfectly fine with that because I was the one under a gag order, essentially. And so then it got dropped. And that's what happened with Jeremy, with Judge Grudge. The case was still going on. He did an interlocutory appeal on the judge's decision and got that restraining order removed. And also the interlocutory appeal. Well, actually, no. The interlocutory appeal was not on the restraining order. It was on the judge's bias of the restraining order. And once the judge got it removed, the new judge said, I'm getting rid of this restraining order. There's no reason for it. There's, you know, just because someone's talking about you doesn't mean that you're being damaged. Like, you have to show the court that you are being damaged. And that's why the fleas and a lot of these idiots, they're out there saying, oh, he's defaming me. It's not defamation because you're not being damaged. You have to show, you might not like it, but not liking it doesn't mean that there's damage. So, that's always probably the best thing about what's it about oh, I'm losing my train of thought here. I'm sorry. That's the best thing about, when these people say in these groups, "Oh, you're defaming me." Okay, well, you show me the damages, because if you don't have damages, it's not going anywhere. That's the thing with Candace Owens. Her with her case with Bridget Macron, she's being sued for defamation. Bridget Macron is gonna have to show how she's damaged by Candace Owens' um, comments claiming that she's a man. So what they're going to say is, oh, because Candace Owens said this, these French journalists have also repeated it, and that caused us damage. Well, that's not direct damages. You can't, you know, if you want to hold them accountable, you have to sue them too. And that's going to be incredibly hard because they're not in the US. They're not in the jurisdiction of the US. And Candace Owens can say, look, I can't control when I say something. I can control how someone else uses it. Now, if they were in the US, repeating the defamation makes you liable for it. So that's why when someone says something and then the fleas jump in and say, oh, yeah, that's how it is, thinking, well, so and so said it. Now, if you're just reporting and said, so and so is saying this, I don't necessarily believe it, but that's what they're saying. Now you're not defaming them, you're putting it on that initial person. But when you take it and run with it as if it's true, that's why you see a lot of journalists, they'll be like, let's say, um, who was it? What was the one? Not Vice, but one of those media companies, when they were talking about the Trump Russiagate scandal, and they took the dossier and they published it. Other people were saying, this news organization is reporting this, to make it very clear that they're not the ones, like, they're repeating it, but only to show people this news organization is saying it. We're not saying it. They're saying it. We're just reporting facts. And it's a fact that they did say it. Now, whether or not it actually is true or not, that's on that guy. I'm feeling the hitters, along with LP, might try to gag order on Jeremy in the Fed case. They'll probably try it, Matthew. They'll probably try it. I don't see it getting anywhere. Again, they have to show damage. They would have to show that whatever Jeremy is doing is affecting them. And here's the thing. Your right of free speech is a civil right. A judge, like, affecting someone's civil rights is a big deal. It's a big deal. So them being okay with it and going along with it is, I don't see it. I really don't see it. Now, if someone like Paint Chips, I could see him getting a gag order because he says things and does things with intent to cause damage, and he has caused damage in the past. So I could see that one. I'm monitoring for when Georgie and Coop are going on and everybody's putting banana emojis. That's so funny. Oh, I love it. Hey, Sticky Widget, good to see you. Have you seen the update, Sticky? It's pretty awesome. And it's, the thing is, now it's gonna start snowballing. And snowballing, if you take a snowball and you start rolling it down a mountain, it's gonna keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then you potentially get an avalanche. And that's what's happened. Hey guys, I've got the redirect on. I'm gonna go ahead and end this, and we'll take you over to Georgie and Coop. I'm not going to play the song. I'll just end it, and we'll meet over there.